What's up guys, Goji Boy here, and today we're going to be taking a look back at the SH Figuarts Dragon Ranger from Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, aka the Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Let's get started. And here we have our Dragon Ranger slash Green Ranger out of the package, and man, this guy started it all. So way back when, in 2013 when he was released, I was just getting into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers again. They were airing it on TV. I bought the box set. I discovered Super Sentai, discovered Kamen Rider, and then they announced this dude. And rest is history. I just got hooked on collecting, and I cannot tell you the sense of nostalgia that comes with just having this figure on hand still. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So with that being said, our guy can look upwards about that much, down quite a bit. His head is on that nice ball joint. Very nice detailing on the helmet. It has that nice glossy finish. He's got the red jewel, nice silver paint application on the teeth of the helmet, nice reflective black visor. Very, very cool. Arms can move upwards just enough to do a T-pose. That is it. It is impeded by the dragon shield itself, which means he could just barely move his arms up to like right here. There's no cross arms motion whatsoever because of that. And this is a separate sculpted piece, so if you want to, you can take it off, but there's no putting it back on. Like, you snap it off, that is it. But yeah, it is very nicely done though. It's just impedes him horribly. Arms are on those old joints, so it's got that little floating piece right here, and this is something that you got to be careful with. I've had a couple of these older Sentai figures where it just gets stuck and just abruptly snaps the whole shoulder slash arm portion, so they can rotate around. There is no real bicep swivel, if you will. It's just this whole upper arm portion that does the rotations. Gold bands are sculpted. He has double jointed elbows, and his hands are on ball pegs right here. He can lean backwards a fair amount in combination with the top chest portion and waist areas, and downwards ever so much. Again, kind of stopped by the shield itself. His belt has very nice detailing on the buckle. It is a floating piece and has his holster for the dragon dagger. Legs, you can kick them upwards a fair amount with those old joints. Backwards slash sideways, again being extra careful just because these guys are so fragile. There is no thigh cut. This is just one whole leg. Double jointed knees, no calf rotation, ankle pivot and toe hinge. He's got some nice wrinkling on the boots, which is pretty much the one nice detailing factor that makes it look like someone in a suit. Otherwise, there is no sculpt work to make you actually believe that there's someone in there. So, still a very nice figure. I very much enjoy him, but cannot wait for them to come out with a Shinkocho Seiho version of this guy. In regards to accessories, he will come with a total of 5 pairs of hands. Yeah, 5 pairs of hands. So he's gonna have the fisted ones that he has right out of the package themselves. He will then have 2 pairs of hands, which are gonna be sword holding hands for his dragon dagger as well as the sword of darkness. They're gonna look very similar, however. It's just a matter of the shape of the hole, the way the hands are molded to hold said sword, but otherwise they're just weapon holding hands. Nothing too crazy with that. He will then have a pair of clawed hands, if you will, like action posing hands. And then the last pair of hands are special, which these are specifically for holding the dragon dagger so that he can play that flute, play that tune. They do have some paint rubbing on them. That wasn't originally there, of course. 10 years old, keep that in mind. So he has that. He also comes with the Sword of Darkness, which I will say I think is done quite nicely. Very nice paint application with the silvers, the blacks, detail work. Has that nice little red jewel. The little frills right here, it's just a molded piece of plastic. So I do hope that in the future that this is actually like a tassel material, just fabric instead of being molded plastic, but very cool nonetheless. Next off, of course, we have his dragon dagger, also very nicely done with the gold applications, the emblem itself sticking out very, very nicely. Paint rub, but don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to that. And since this is the Japanese release, he comes with 2 bonus parts that the American version, if I recall correctly, did not come with, which will be a swappable belt piece from Akiba Ranger and neck piece right here. So there's that. I do wish, again, that the Shinkocho Seiho, whenever that comes out, that he does come with additional sets of hands, just for, you know, just action hands. Like this guy, he doesn't really have that. He has his fists and he has the clawed ones, so to speak, but there's really no other relaxed, stylized hands to make you feel like he's actually gonna throw down. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and bring into the frame the Lightning Collection Green Ranger. For a quick comparison, this is the only other Green Ranger that I have in my collection, but as you can see here, scale wise, this guy towers over him, but he actually does kind of look like there's someone in a suit. He's got more wrinkles throughout, which is something that I do hope that they incorporate into the future release of this guy. And their greens are just totally different. This guy, depending on the lighting that you have him, he will look more green, more blue, etc. So he's all over the place, but I do believe that it captures the color correctly. It's just so interesting how different they are. It's just really, really fun. It would be cool if they released 2 versions in the future of this guy, one being the Super Sentai with the more bluish greens, and then the US version where he's actually looking greener, but don't think that'll happen. And just for fun, we're gonna bring in the Shinkocho Seiho Kyoryu Red. So scale wise, this guy is definitely more balanced, bigger helmet, fuller body. Again, it actually looks like there's somebody in the suit, so they will definitely be incorporating that same concept into this guy, hopefully in the near future. So with that, let's wrap it up. So does the SH Figuarts Green Ranger / Dragon Ranger still hold up? I'm gonna say yes. He comes with a decent amount of accessories between his Dragon Dagger, the Sword of Darkness, and nice sets of hands to accompany that. But overall, he will need an upgrade, hopefully sooner than later. When that Shinkocho Seiho comes out, forget it. It is going to be selling out like crazy. But as it stands right now, I would say this figure is still solid. Again, accessories, paintwork, articulation, this guy just looks really good on the shelf and just in photos overall. But the moment that upgrade comes out, you know, it's going to take its place. But I still recommend him. So with that, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. You can check out my Instagram at gojiboy93, where you're going to find photos of this guy as well as many other figures in my collection. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Thank you all so much, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.